Welcome to Taynas Body Care, where we provide food for your skin. That's a question that a lot of people ask me. What is your skincare routine? When I was younger, I didn't have a routine. It was kind of haphazard. When I had pimples as a teenager, in those days, I used to buy Noxzema, right? Anybody remembers Noxzema? And but what I found as a teenager was that it would lighten my skin, and as soon as I saw that happening, I would stop, because in those days, sounding a little aged, in those days, skin bleaching was not a thing, and I wasn't trying to get lighter. I was just trying to reduce pimples. So over the years, I've not had a routine. However, I would say about 10 years ago, when I realized that I was aging, because you don't always realize, I started incorporating more techniques, right? So sometimes I'll do a facial massage. Sometimes I'll go get a facial, especially before I became trained to do facials. I do my occasional facials, and then I started using oils on my skin, because sometimes when you look around the corner of your eyes, you can see the creasing and it's dry. And so I began to realize that my skin needed some oil, so I started incorporating oils on my face. And then, of course, when I got trained to make soaps, I started incorporating the turmeric soap in my facial care, the kojic turmeric at times. Sometimes I'm using activated charcoal if I wanted to reduce oiliness and so on. And then I started incorporating serums. Now that I'm in my years, morning and evening, I'm using my hyaluronic acid serum with vitamin B3. And it's good to put it on when your skin is damp, so it can get into that top layer of the skin. And after that, sometimes I lay on castor oil on my skin, and I use this morning and when I'm going to bed. And then over that, I lay on my facial oil. Now, these are all available on our website, and these are things that I use because as you age, yes, your skin needs some additional attention. Sometimes if I think my skin is getting too dull, I may incorporate, in addition to my turmeric soap, some vitamin A serum. Now, vitamin A serum is nighttime use, right? Nighttime, not daytime, right? Nighttime use. And those are some of the things that I use on my face to keep it glowing and going for as long as is possible. Aging beautifully is what I call it. Aging beautifully. If you think you don't need a skincare routine, then you don't, because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So if you think you have wonderful skin and you don't need to do anything, I'm not going to try to convince you. But when you realize that you do need something, you probably will need a soap. And I always encourage you double cleansing your face. So you're out in the sun, you're at the office, dust is blowing, you go home, you wash your face one time and you think it's clean. It probably isn't. Do a double cleanse. Then you want to go in with your toner. And your toner has about two jobs. One, it's going to take off any excess dirt that is still left on your skin after that double cleanse, but it's also going to restore your pH balance on your skin. And like I said, depending on your age, after the age of 25, you may need to be applying a serum. You need to be incorporating some oils. And even if you have oily skin, it is still good to incorporate oils. And yes, after you've incorporated the oils, you can still wear your makeup. Yes, I think the thinking about your skincare routine is different for everybody, because skincare also has to do with your diet, what you eat. So beauty is reflecting from the inside. And so if you have the right diet, you may not need to do a whole lot of stuff on the outside. So yes, buy your products, use your products on your skin, but please pay attention to what you are consuming, because what you eat, what you put inside, reflects also on the outside. So I just want to say thank you if you've stayed to the end of this video. We ask you to like, subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel. We're trying to answer your questions. So if you have a question, leave it in the comments. We will try to address it. And as always, stay tuned to our channel, Taynas Body Care. Visit our website. And we're looking forward to the opportunity to serve you through our products.